to look at those images with light shining behind it and see what's on there.
A living, breathing image on the screen.
A different experience.
It's what we associate with seeing a movie.
It's history. It's the future.
It's the film industry. Film's got to be a part of it, right?
My grandfather, he was a photographer in the military. After the war, and he got to know the film post business quite well. Like any entrepreneur, he said, I can do this myself and I can do it well.
My dad really loved film and he really understood film. He just was successful by just working really hard. He just wouldn't give up. He was a man of his word and he wasn't going to fail.
I remember hearing a story about an employee many years ago that just got a job here and that brought her family in and was showing her around, and there was a guy sweeping the entryway and they said, hey, let me introduce you to the owner of the company. And he was out there doing any job that was necessary to get the work done. The culture is all based on his hardworking ethic and his value of people.
FotoKem has over 60 years serving the Hollywood community. There's no other facility in the world where you can have this level of day-to-day interaction with actual film. It's all part of this art form was on the verge of being lost. The fact of this place is kind of a miracle in itself. I mean, it is magic.
People matter. Yeah, people matter. FotoKem definitely has a family element about it.
When I came in, like I said, I knew nothing about film. I started as a runner.
I actually started at the front desk as a receptionist.
It was just basically throw you in the deep end and sink or swim.
You will spend 10, 12-hour days and you don't care. You're doing it with a pleasure.
They embrace the next generation of colorists. And just being part of that has been priceless.
That appreciation really feeds your soul. It just drives you. As much as we love the creative, we're technicians. We like the math, we like the science behind it.
There's a built-in concept of doing things the right way. We take ownership of that, in some cases to a degree of excess.
The one that I remember was a big project is Oppenheimer. The engineering department, the chemical department, for the whole FotoKem.
Setting up the machines, processing the daily negatives, all of the optical work that went behind the scenes to create the negative that we made prints from.
It was unheard. I don't think there's any other 65 machine color negative at this capacity. This is the only one in the world.
It's almost something that you can't quantify, the difference between digital and film imagery, except that film has a texture, it has a feeling, it has motion, it's alive.
It is so much of what we are and who we are today. You can't help but to feel the infectious nature of film here in our walls and in our facilities.
Innovation is kind of like nutrition. New technologies are always coming along. Our image mastering is informed by a 100-year history. We have to really understand all that's gone before us in order to make images that are not only unique to the filmmakers we work with, but are uniquely FotoKem images.
Every film has a look that you don't know until you sit down and start to create it. Does it work for the film? That's the question.
There's nothing that really replaces the creative human collaboration that happens in a color correction bay or in a sound room. There's no other reason to do this work other than you love the stories that these creative people are creating, and they should be able to tell the story they want to tell where they want to tell it.
Being able to support those who want to continue to work in this medium on this particular canvas, they should have those tools and that support as long as they can have it.
To be a part of these movies, to be a part of these films, to make sure these filmmakers get what they need in order to create their art. If we're a part of this and we make this happen, it can go on forever.